now I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards full of life. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds in the trees.
We are miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short pickup to about the 25. This defense for the Commanders is very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
14.
A give to Elliott running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traveling. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
The first down carry by Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really.
Then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Here's Austin. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Russell Wilson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown, Washington. Jarvis Landry, his first first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They'll get this down to the 38. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
He's got Hurst, his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to.
Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, Elliott once more. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go to Elliott again. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Wilson. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mahomes' throw going to be caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now here's Mahomes. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Wilson's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On 3rd down, Elliott.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Here's Cook again.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Commanders first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let it fly.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On second down, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it